We are live. What's everyone? Welcome back. Well, this is a little different here because this is an indie perspective. We are live, and this is a little different as I'm not alone this time. Usually, the indie perspective, I do it alone. I give my opinions, my thoughts going into an event coming up. But today, we are joined by one of the brainchilds here of violence and suffering. I'm joined by Isaac Rodriguez, a good brother of mine. What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm chilling, man. I'm happy to be respecting all types of crafts today with you, my friend.
Yeah, we're live once again, and we're talking about a big event coming up. You got Better Off Dying here this Thursday from Las Vegas. First time you guys are traveling all the way to Vegas. How did this come about for you guys? Because you guys have done Cali, you've done the tri-state area, and now you're going all the way to Vegas.
There was always demand for Vegas since our first couple of California shows we ran. We had some fans that actually came from Vegas, and I actually figured since it's such a big week involving AEW and Double or Nothing, and also the collective with GCW and FSW going on, there was nothing in the time slot for Thursday at all at the time, and we were the first people to do that. So I was really hyped to do that, and I thought it was like a perfect move, and I think that it's going to be something that's going to be very eye catching too, just with the visuals off of where we're going to be at.
No, definitely. And even the presentation getting toward the event, like we're still a few days removed. It is going to be this Thursday, and just the images you guys are putting out, the way you guys are promoting it, it's very eye catching. It's definitely giving some people the reason to definitely want to check it out if they're able to go in person. If not, also to able to check it out on Fight TV. So this is definitely going to be something big for you guys.
Yes, sir.
But definitely, definitely. But again, you have a stacked card as well. Let's get into a little bit of it. Let's start talking about some of the matches going on this Thursday. Let's start with this one. As you have Brandon Gatson,
Look at this.
Cole Radrick, and Marcus Mathers. And again, we've
This is
talked
so
about this
lit.
off air. This is going to be good. I'm
That
looking forward to
transition was so lit.
it. So talk to us about that matchup there. How did this come about? Because
Mamma
I've seen
mia,
moves on
man.
your card. I've seen Cole Radrick. Brandon, I've seen a part of your Cali shows, if I'm not mistaken. So how did this three-way dance here come together?
This is one of the staples we do at Balance and Suffering. It's our triple threat extravaganza,
Okay.
as Larry Legend, who is also going to be our host of Violence that day, uh, that you got the scoop. He's going to be there, and it's just a tribute to like the triple threats with you go back in the X Division days of TNA, you
Yeah.
go back to ECW. It was always like unpredictable, and I like matches like that. And I think the both of these competitors, everyone involved, you don't know who's gonna win,
No.
and they're all scratching to break the glass. I feel, and very happy to have Cole Radrick, Marcus Mathers, and Brandon Gatson both all involved in that matchup. They all deserve that opportunity more than ever, and I think it's gonna be a killer three way.
No, definitely. I'm definitely a big fan of all three. Getting to see a little more now. After we spoke of Brandon Gatson and see again the specimen that he is and doing what he does in that ring, it's definitely going to complement well when you have a guy like Marcus Mathers who's always flying around and Cole Radrick that's almost that hybrid style of you don't really know what he's going to do on the day till he
It's
does
sick.
it.
It's like
Like,
it's like coast to coast with like all three involved, and all of them are gems, and they deserve the world. And I see potential in literally everybody in this matchup, and I can't wait to see what they could come up with in this match.
awesome, awesome. Here we go. We got people in the chat already. Matt Awesome saying, "What's up, y'all? Hope all is well. This card is gonna be fire. It's gonna be a lit show. Much love. Thank you, brother. Thank you always for the
Chancleta
support.
man,
Yeah, man.
Chancleta man.
Yo, that new video he posted today had me dying a little bit because he had
He's dope as hell.
that parody of Moon Knight. That was cool to see. But
He's
definitely, this
sick.
card is stacked. It's sick. And let's get into more here. As this one, this is an interesting announcement here.
Oh
It was
man. Oh
announced
man. Yes.
Dr. Redacted is going
Yes.
to be in Las Vegas.
I didn't get him a flight. I don't know where the hell he came from.
Um,
He
I,
spawned in like a GTA character.
hey, I feel like with this guy, he'll do whatever he wants.
I'm
Cause
I'm frightened, dude. I'm frightened.
I'm a little scared.
He had
'Cause
surgery, I heard.
is that why now he's able to show his face? Because he used to not show his
Yeah,
face.
he's like, you know how there's like Squidward and then there's handsome Squidward. Yeah, that's this dude. But he's a fucking doctor.
Yeah, but he's very violent from what I've seen. He's not the most
Yeah, he's
loving
spooky.
doctor.
He's very
Yeah.
spooky.
So this is gonna be interesting to see. He says he's addressing Las Vegas, but that
I
also
don't know
means
why, I mean, I'm not the DJ, so I'm just gonna, if he's done a lot. He had the Summer Sing match of the year with JTG. That's crazy.
the
So
well
let's see
the
what happens.
hopefully again that's all he does. Maybe he just wants to talk. He wants to air out his grievances. Hopefully that's all, because if not, you might have a problem in Las Vegas in a few days. Because he's
Yeah.
he's not the most happiest man.
Watch out.
All of them. But from that, let's go into a more peaceful contest that is a first time ever happening. And when I saw that, I was like, how is this matchup not happened yet? Again, you have the young upstart, second generation star here, and Nick Wayne, a man that again, last time I had you on, we talked about it, that he definitely wasn't going to be on the Indies for long. And day of, he was signed to a contract. How insane is that? But you have Nick Wayne going head to head here against Impact star, Bullet Club member Chris Bay. How did this come together for you?
Yeah, Nick Wayne is on a winning streak, and he had like a really dope match with Rich Swann and at the Jimmy Lloyd show a few months ago, and I think that his very similar fighting style with Chris Bay. I had to check if it ever happened before, and it didn't. And I was like, yeah, this had to happen. And I also wanted this match like as a bucket list match, and it was just some that both parties just wanted. So I think it was dope.
Awesome. And again, I feel like that's always the best thing when you're able to put on a matchup like this that is a first time ever. Because now, again, fans don't know what to expect. They know to expect something grand because it is, again, two of the best going today.
Very
But
similar.
very, very similar in styles. But that's also, it's going to lead to a spectacle like none other. We don't know what truly to expect because, again, both are going to prove to be why they are doing the best today. And I'm looking
It's like
forward to it.
the Americano high flyers
Yeah,
out of this very diverse card. I'm very excited to see what both of these innovative wrestlers could bring to the table.
definitely. And it's funny, you bring up again Americano style, you bring that lucha libre style. I kind of perfect transition into this next matchup we're going to talk about here because this is insane. The fact that you have Psycho Clown on a VXS card here. And not only is Psycho Clown going to be at Better Off Dying this Thursday, but he's going head to head with one of the guys that's basically been one of the aces of VXS in Jimmy Lloyd.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Jimmy hates clowns. Jimmy had from one of my first shows during the pandemic. He told me he had like clown phobia, and I always like as a rip would be like, yeah, I'm gonna put you against like one of the clowns from AAA, bro.
Yeah,
And but also just following AAA since the pandemic and seeing the outskirts of them finally making waves at companies like PWG and Warriors Wrestling. Psycho Clown is killing it. Psycho Clown has made waves also in companies like GCW, and this is going to be off limits. This is going to be probably unsanctioned. This is going to be something very, very, very brawl and hard hitting type of
yeah.
style. And Jimmy, man, he adapts to everything. I think that he did a killer job with Jordan Oliver last show. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, definitely, and that's gonna be a matchup I'm looking forward to. Just to see also again, you're adding Psycho Clown, who is a veteran of the trade. He's definitely someone that has been doing this for again, he's been doing this for a while. He is no slouch. But again, Jimmy Lloyd, maybe that hatred for clowns, finally he can conquer that fear. He can finally conquer that fear against Psycho Clown. But also,
He
it's
wasted a
perfect.
whole Nathan's lemonade, bro, at Coney Island. Dude, that's the best lemonade you could find, and he wasted it. That's how angry this clown got him. Can't believe it.
Oh, that's going to be insane. But again, it's perfect you're unsanctioning this because I don't think this is going to be a normal match either. They're not going to just do the technical style of a wrist lock and something like that. This is going to be a fight because Psycho
Yeah,
Clown alone is
I,
going to
I,
do
I
his stuff.
personally think Jimmy Lloyd is very underrated in his lucha libre abilities as well. In his matches with Leo Rush, his matches with Robbie Eagles, he's hung with all of those guys. And what Psycho could bring to the table, dude, Jimmy, I think he could come up with really crazy, eye opening moments in this match that everybody should keep their eyes on.
Definitely. It's going to be one to definitely look out. And again, this whole card is like that. Again, a lot of these pairings are matchups that maybe people were not even thinking this could be possible. And this is definitely one of those that I'm looking forward to see how is it going to play off and how are these two going to be when they're in that ring together. But this next one now, this is definitely a matchup. When I saw it, I was like, okay, it's a perfect
Oh man.
mix of styles. It's a perfect battle of the generations here, as we're going to be talking about one of the wisest minds in this
Oh yeah.
business, Jimmy Jacobs,
Yep.
the zombie princess himself,
Yep.
going head to head with Kevin Blackwood. This is going to be insane.
Oh yeah. And a submission match.
Kevin Blackwood, another member of the Buffalo Boys, and his style, just like all of them, is definitely that hard hitting. He's not one that you want to be in the graps with. You don't want to get caught in a submission or get a strike hidden by this guy. And Jimmy Jacobs, again, I know he's one of the wisest minds, but he has a high pain tolerance. For a guy that has one of the wisest minds, he doesn't mind tasting his own blood. And you've put them in a matchup like this. But again, one of them is going to have to be forced to submit. I don't know if either of these guys have that in them to want to submit, though.
Yeah, people are calling it a golf fight. I love that tabloid type of title people are giving this match
Yep.
on social media. The reactions have been amazing, and I think that as well, this is another styles clash with two of the most creative wrestlers I've ever had to work with in VXS. The amazing uprise Kevin Blackwood has made since going to the West Coast, I think, is going to really change the mood of how the crowd is going to react in his next matchup against Jimmy, one of the, again, you said, brightest, smartest wrestlers, creative producers behind the scenes, of course, Impact Wrestling producer. I think that he is one of the smartest wrestlers ever, and I've been a fan of his since uh, before ROH and Wrestling Society X, and he's very awesome to be able to be a part of our roster. And no one does submission matches. Nobody. I'm serious. Like nobody. Everyone does. Okay, I get it. Like you add the rules and all this, but nah. This is gonna be very interesting. You have to make your opponent submit and tap out and physically be embarrassed and give up at all costs. And just as I know and everyone else that follows VXS knows how important a win in your win and loss streak at VXS is. And I can't wait to see who wins in this matchup.
Definitely. And no, it is something that I feel like a lot of people do, again, the technical style. They're able to do a technical style. They add that to their repertoire. But to see an actual promotion put a submission match on the card, it is something that's not there. It's like it's emphasized like, oh yeah, they're gonna do submissions, this and that. But to have it actually be that match, to make it so it has to end via submission, is something you don't see. And again, you're putting two guys in there that, again, like I said, Jimmy Jacobs, not only one of the wisest minds creatively, but also as a competitor. And that's what's very dangerous about him, because he has many ways to
Yeah.
deliver pain, in so many ways that he might, again, find a way to make Kevin Blackwood tap. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what Jimmy Jacobs does. And again, just the craziness alone of having Jimmy Jacobs on your card, having Jimmy Jacobs in the back. I can only imagine um how much of a help it is as well, because Jimmy Jacobs, I can imagine, is, again, you don't have to confirm or deny this, but gives a little bit of that wisdom for you for the background and for your event.
Yeah, he's in one with the universe for sure, my friend. He is absolutely amazing, and both in the ring and out the ring, and he has done multiple of our seminars for VXS that we try to offer some of the best that we do locally. So if you are listening right now and you follow independent wrestling and you also want to learn from the best, you could always follow us online. We do these seminars along with our shows sometimes, and we had our last one in Los Angeles, and I believe that was also the last time Kevin Blackwood wrestled, which was against Adrian Quest, and he won. But like that was more than a few months ago, and Kevin Blackwood has gained a lot of notoriety in the Indies right now, and I can't wait to see what that brings to the table. And Jimmy Jacobs is coming off of a loss from Effie in an amazing match again in Jimmy's pay-per-view, and I can't wait to see who's gonna tap, who's gonna give up in this submission match.
Definitely. And here we go. We got the boss man himself. Shout out to Orlando right there. No, thank you, man, again for putting this promotion
He's
out
good
there, creating
people.
a great
That's the
product
dude
here.
right there.
So it's my pleasure to be able to talk to here. And again, I'm talking to one of my boys
Absolutely.
right here. Like,
Absolutely.
but again, me and Isaac are always talking, and I always tell him I support this product, because again, it is not just from the actual, like, in the business standpoint, not only one of the best outlooks of a product, but also as still a fan of this craft, it's different,
Right.
and that's what I like. I still, again, looking from the inside, but also still trying to get that outside perspective. You want a product that is different, and there's
And
not many
something that
companies that still
matters,
do
you
that.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
something that has meaning behind each and every detail behind it that I feel a lot of people don't, and they get too comfortable and they don't have meaning behind it. And you know, a lot of people nowadays want to just throw something to throw something, but I really believe in a consistent roster and a consistent feel for a vibe for a show that VXS brings, and I have a lot of pride of what we've done since the pandemic, and everything that the brand has grown to be since the pandemic, seeing people from the UK watching, Mexico, Canada. So many people in Canada, bro. I don't even know anyone in Canada. I know Mike Bailey. He's cool, I guess. You know, he
bro,
kicks
that's
ass.
another person. Like, again, for you to have him on one of your cards, that was insane to
Yeah,
me. Because
great
again,
match.
we've talked
Great
about
match
this.
against
Like,
Arez.
you and I grew up watching, again, a lot of these guys and seeing what they've done, and now you get to have them a part of your shows. It's, again, it's one
Yeah.
of those like full
He's been away
circle
for how
moments,
long?
you know?
5 years?
Give or take, yeah.
It felt like longer than that.
I feel like it might even be longer, but again, the fact of having him on your show and having him be in a star-studded match too, because it wasn't any slouch of a match either. It was a great match to see, and again, definitely you guys check out that last show, because again, VXS, it definitely connects. That's the best thing about it too, that you create a show that everything has its meaning. You know, like, it's not just like, oh, we're doing this to just be like, yeah, we had this matchup. That's it. I know there's more to it than just a we're gonna book to book, you know?
No, absolutely. I'm all about that, dude. I'm all about giving meaning and purpose, and also just making it make sense, especially for we do have uh, a dedicated fan base that follows event by event. We
Yeah.
have the analytics set, and we have all the fans that follow us understand what we do, whether it's something that has been done first at VXS, or whether it's a record system that's being brought into storyline, or a vignette that we release. Like it's the little things like that that I really take pride in this brand and what I want to pitch for actual TV and actual channels, like you know, like Adult Swim or like a True TV or something like
Hey,
that.
I as much as we could joke around about it, I still say one day it is gonna end up there. Because the product has been something that, again, it is it's something that should be on that level, and it's getting there. But let's keep it going because again, we're talking about stories here, and we talked about Jimmy Lloyd. I talked about him being one of the aces, but there's one more guy that's truly shown to be an ace in your company, and it's a guy again that grew up similar in our age, and he's grown up in this tri-state, has become one of the stars all around the world, has gone to the major leagues, and is still killing it in the independent circle. Let's talk about this as it's Jordan Oliver
Yes, sir.
going head to head in one of his first matches back on the independent circle here. Jack Evans from the heavens himself.
Yeah.
When you told me about this, because this is something, again, like I said, we're friends. So I got a little bit of a scoop that Jack Evans was coming. And when I'm like, I just started thinking, like, who could be the perfect pair? And when I saw this match announcement, I was like, this is going to be great. Because again, you have another one of those clash of styles of the clash of generations. And when you really think about it as well, Jordan Oliver is in that same position that a young Jack Evans was at one point. Think about it. When Jack Evans was a part of Generation Next and that coming up, to now again, he's one of a respected veterans of the game. And that's where Jordan Oliver
Right.
wants to be.
Right. I absolutely agree. I never got to speak on Oliver since Lucid Dreams 2, and like his entire aura and his drive is everything VXS is. He doesn't know it, but he could break any barrier people put in front of him. For example, even outside of VXS, with his victory recently against Biff Busick, he's representing the East Coast, and he has that pride that's very rare nowadays. And he proved that in an insane match against Jimmy Lloyd in the last VXS show at Lucid Dreams. Like, bro, he set Jimmy Lloyd on fire, bro. Like, it was insane. And pushing that to the limit really sets a point and who it aces of a company. That's Jordan Oliver. And that has a lot of similarities with Jack Evans everywhere he went. No matter where he was always the talk of the show. He was somebody was always like, he's the underdog. He's the one that should have been at higher places, and that there's a dream fight for like everyone involved. So um I think it's going to be insane. There's no time limit, and I think this is going to bring the best out of Oliver for sure.
No, definitely. And that's perfect. Because again, a matchup like this, you can't even rush it. To be like, well, you guys got 15. That's about it. Like these two are gonna put on a true showcase right here.
I'll be like,
Like
take it home, pa. Mira,
yeah, you're gonna
mira, coño, take it home.
yeah, you're gonna tell Jack Evans you gotta take it home. Like, nah, man.
Jack Evans, ay, mira.
Oh man, no, but this is great. I can't wait to see this, guys. Again, Jordan has been killing it, seeing where he's gone and where he's still going to. Jordan's another one. Like we'll say it here on the podcast. Jordan is one of those guys that he's not going to be on the Indies for much longer. Like maybe he'll do a match or two once in a blue.
He sees
But
that vision. He sees that traditional vibe we want to still implement, like early Ring of Honor, early CZW, early Jersey All Pro Wrestling, early ICW New York, early Evolve Wrestling type of way that we implement the style we do with the trap house vibes we have at VXS. So having Jack Evans in that explosive WSX type of style is like just best for the making. We've tried having him since Lucid Dreams 1 actually.
oh wow, so it
And
has been a
so it
minute.
didn't get to work out. He was in AEW, now he's a free agent. He's in America more now, and he's ready. And we talked, got to be here live, and it's gonna be sick. and it's a flip of a coin for this one. Is a gnarly match. That's all I can
No,
say.
it really is, and that's the best thing. You never want a match that's like it's easy predictable, you know? Because again, Jack Evans, like I said, a veteran of the game, he knows his style, but Jordan's been killing it so much, and he's on that momentum. Even though, again, he might have taken that loss, but it's still something to build off of. Because now he still wants to prove it, though. He wants to prove he is the ace. He wants to prove that there's a reason why people talk about him in the caliber that they do. And a match with Jack Evans and a win over Jack Evans could definitely do that for Jordan Oliver. But again, this is definitely one you're going to want to check out, guys. Again, go get your tickets for this one. Go to Fight TV, get the pay-per-view. You're going to want to watch it over again as well. So definitely go to Fight TV. And still, even if you're going live, get your Fight TV purchase because you're going to want to replay this over and
Yeah,
over
instant
again.
replays. It's in full HD. You get it instantly right after, and keep it forever, and it's always there forever. And it's literally the price of a burrito. You know, you can stack.
I love the comparison of what this price is, but that's great. But let's talk about this because this next matchup is is insane to me. Because again, you're going to Las Vegas. You think about Las Vegas, it's the bright lights, it's the just so much that goes into it, the accoutrements of it all. And you think music as well. Because it's a very high music city. And you think about one guy. You think about a king, if you will. Think about pop. And you've brought in wait, no, sorry. I read the graphic wrong. You've brought Santana Jackson to VXS. And not only have you brought Santana Jackson, but he's facing off against a very, very, very bad boy in Joey Janela. How did we get this? Because this is an insane matchup right here. Uh-oh. Did we lose Isaac? Isaac? Hold on one sec, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the best thing about being live. Hold on one sec. We'll try to get him back. But yeah, that matchup right there to me is still insane that it's happening this Thursday. So we're gonna try to get Isaac back in here because I want to hear his thoughts. Okay, here we go. We got him back. Yo,
Yo,
there we go. The,
yo,
the,
my
the
bad, bro.
magnitude of that match just
The ghost
it
of
kicks.
Michael Jackson called me during this live stream. I'm sorry.
But I was talking about the insanity that is Santana Jackson taking
Yeah,
on the bad boy Joey Janela.
come
How,
on,
how
man.
did this matchup come
Come
together?
on,
Because
man. Look at
that's
that.
insane.
Come on, Ray. Ray, give me a hee hee.
Bro, this is insane right here. Like Santana Jackson has been he's a viral sensation. Everyone's seen the moonsault. I'm not the moonsault, sorry. The moonwalk DDT.
Yeah,
I've seen again the brawl he had because someone tried to be an idiot in Las Vegas. And then you have him going head to head with the bad boy.
we gotta see who's bad, Ray.
That's the perfect pun right there, and it works for this. And but then
Yeah,
on top of that, you've made the match no DQ.
yeah,
Joey Janela just got over super kicking someone with his
yeah.
boots
I
on
was like,
fire.
but wait, there's more.
Like this is already an insane matchup. Like people are already they still don't know what to expect from this one. And now you're like, you know what? Let's add no DQ to it.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck it. Let's go.
oh man, this is hey, I guess
Anything allowed. I can't wait. I think there's gonna be a lot of fuckery in this, man.
like they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas because this is gonna
Yeah,
be It's
You know,
sick.
I think it's dope because Janela at Lucid Dreams 2, our previous show, available on Fight Cheap Plug, Cheap Plug. He just beat Drago Kid, who
Yeah,
many Lucha Underground fans know of Drago.
yeah,
Some might call him an impersonator, an impasta, and it's pretty sick because I think that it's the next level for Joey Janela to face another fucking imposter and another impersonator in Santana Jackson, who's gonna kick his ass. It's Michael Jackson, bro. Like, are you serious? In Las Vegas, there's no vibe like that.
yeah. That is, I guess it works to add a whole nother element to it now. Because again, he's adding that to his repertoire. Which again, that matchup with Dragon Kid, that was great. Let's
It was a
definitely get
sick
on that.
match.
It definitely was
Both
something
of
great to
them
see.
went at it.
Like that was definitely great. But I'm looking to see how Joey's gonna react to a match like this. Like, because this is something again totally different now. Now it's you're adding the element of hey, you're in Vegas. This is Santana Jackson has home field advantage, if you will. Like, this is gonna be insane on
Yeah.
Thursday. I don't know
Yo,
if the fans at home know what they're about to expect. Like what to expect looking at this matchup on this stacked card right here.
I can't wait to see the reaction of the live crowd and everyone watching at home, and also just the talent like that Santana brings to the table because Santana is really good. Santana is trained from the FSW Academy in Las Vegas, and Santana is a really good, underrated professional wrestler
Yeah.
at that. But with that character, that's like a huge
That's
thing.
something else that I feel like maybe is gonna be the best thing to see is the reaction of
Right.
people seeing
That's
that
what's like missing
Santana can
nowadays.
actually wrestle as well.
And I've been trying to get Santana Jackson for a while now,
Yeah.
actually, and to finally make this happen, really, it's awesome to see. And Joey Janela is the best person to work in a matchup, in a hype matchup such as this.
Well, then this is going to be interesting to see again. You guys are going to want to be there if you can in person. If you're in that area, definitely go check it out. If you're not, unfortunately, definitely go to Fight TV, get the link, watch this event because it's going to be insane. But now let's get to a matchup because, again, from the poster right here, you can see there's one very
Yeah,
special competitor that's going to be in
yeah,
VXS that night. Drew Parker is
oh
going to
yeah,
be a part of VXS. And then you have to think again, you have a whole roster right there.
oh yeah,
Who will be the perfect pairing? And when I saw this graphic, I could not believe it.
oh yeah,
You have Drew Parker going head to head with a luchador that's been on the rise as of late.
yup,
He's been showcased all around, and it will be Drew Parker versus Arez.
yup,
I can't wait to see what's going to happen this Thursday because you're adding the insanity of Drew Parker and what he can do in that ring. And then you have Arez, who again has showcased all around, even killed it at the Hammerstein. And now you're also adding the element of lucha extrema, which in translation, again, you're saying, you know what? The rules can go. This is an extreme matchup right here. The rules can go. DQs are
Se
out.
fue.
Like, why? Is this venue ready for Drew Parker versus
Yeah.
Arez in a lucha extrema match?
This is mate versus amigo, my friend. This is lucha extrema, as they say in Mexico, one of the most violent, demented, just craziest, ultra violent match you could think of, with two of the best. And Arez is known for doing his work around in deathmatch wrestling in Mexico, and with Drew Parker being so talented and finally being in America. VXS is the only company outside of GCW being able to use a talent like Drew Parker in America, and we're gonna go full on with that. And I'm gonna go full on with someone that I've been very impressed since his last showing in VXS against Mike Bailey, and I think that Arez is going to kick ass, and Arez is the next level in the first episode of season 3 in VXS. I think Arez is going to be a really big deal in America. He just needs the right eyes and the right mix of matchups, and this styles clash, dude. This is going to be the main event. This is the match that everyone is going to want to stay up in the East Coast to watch. And
I was gonna
this
say,
is the
yeah,
match everyone's going to want to see.
this show starts technically for us at 12 midnight.
Yep.
Like this is gonna be a matchup that more than likely it's gonna be like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's gonna be worth it
Right.
because this is gonna be insanity. And again, when you told me about this matchup, I was like, you're either insane or you're a genius because this pairing right here is going to just it's gonna take off. But that also that
Right.
you mentioned something there that I want to ask. So this
Okay.
is technically going to be part of now. This is season 3 of VXS.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have to ask for you, why is that an importance for VXS to break up the event schedule into seasons?
I think that it's important to set chapters in professional wrestling, storytelling,
Okay.
and creative process for everyone involved, and also an opportunity to have a slight reset button into the company and introducing newer names like Arez and newer names that we could slowly involve more, like a Yoya in the future reference. I think that VXS is going to be able to produce more and just get better and better. Like we just implemented the first ever live time counter for each match at the last live
Oh
stream
yeah,
for
I
the
saw
first
that. Yeah.
time. I think we're gonna just do better and better each episode, each
Yeah.
fight, pay-per-view on Fight TV, and continue a very dope relationship with them as they see potential in this, and people around the world see potential in VXS, and I'm very proud of everyone involved. Our team sees the vision that we want to present. Our team is full on motivated, just as I am about this project, and this is going to be a very kick-ass event that we're going to have in Las Vegas.
No, definitely. And no, I like it and I like the concept. I just wanted to ask again because I feel like when you say that, when you say, "Oh, it's a new season," it's like, "Wait, but it's still continuing on." But I like the idea of, "Hey, this adds again, it can have some similar elements than the last season. It can have some storylines continue, but now it adds the unexpected factor of you never know who could make their way into season 3." Which again, like we
Right,
brought earlier, Dr. Redacted
right,
coming season 3. You
right,
saw one side of what the Doctor could do in
correct.
previous seasons of VXS. But again, his mindset and what he can do in that ring has totally evolved as VXS has as well. So
Great
I'm
call.
definitely
Yeah,
looking forward to what season 3 brings to the company and what VXS does moving forward. Again, this event right here is going to be insane. You guys have to check it out, and I'm definitely going to be watching because I'm looking forward to all of these pairings. Again, you have an insane 3-way extravaganza. Larry Legend does it best. We can't match
yeah, he'll
Larry
be
on that.
there.
We got Dr. Redacted address in Las Vegas and hopefully not making VXS lose the venue. We have Chris Bay and Nick Wayne. First time ever, a matchup that to me right now, I'm gonna say it here, is probably going to be match of the night and stealing
Wow,
the show. You have
he's calling
Psycho
it here.
Clown. I got to because again, when you add those elements of first time ever, they're so similar in styles, but also they're both still very hungry.
That's
Chris
sick.
Bay, again, he's also a part of Impact. He's a member of the Bullet Club, but he's still trying to show why he should be in in that list when people talk
Yeah,
about who's killing it currently.
they've both been on the rise on their
Yeah,
completely opposite journeys, and it's just very similar. And I can't wait for that as well. You're right.
definitely. And that's the thing. They don't want to just be on the rise. They want to be the now. So winning a
Right,
matchup like this, it definitely adds you to that conversation of who's killing it now, you know? But
right.
then again, you have this extreme contest here as it's Psycho Clown versus Jimmy Lloyd. You have two masterminds in their own right, Kevin Blackwood and Jimmy Jacobs. You have Jack Evans and Jordan Oliver. You have a matchup that I'm still it's still insane to see, but Joey
Yes,
Janela
sir.
versus Santana Jackson, and then
He
in the main event to cap it off, a stacked card, an insane card. You have Drew
wild,
Parker and Arez. And this is how
wild,
you kick off a weekend, too.
wild.
Because again, let's
Yeah,
talk about that.
set the
Vegas this
tone. Let's
weekend
go.
is going to be Wrestling Central. Vegas is Wrestling Central
Absolutely,
this weekend. You
absolutely.
have GCW doing their mark on Vegas. You
Right.
have AEW. It's no secret. AEW is going to be in town, so you
That's
know
why we're
people
there.
are
Yeah.
coming in.
Right.
And you kick off a weekend like this. How important is that for you to not only set that tone, but also show, hey, we're not just some little indie thing.
Man, honestly, bro, like I'm going into this, we don't want to go in like, oh, we own Vegas. Like that's like some corny shit.
No, no,
Any
no.
other
I'm not saying that either,
promoter
but I'm
that would go.
saying,
I get that, but I'm
yeah.
saying any other promoter that would go on to that, like, oh, we're going to fucking Ohio, we're taking over Pal or whatever the fuck. Like, that's not what we're about. I want everybody to fucking succeed in that busy ass week. That I'm going there for like business plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about that quality product. And going into this, like you said, there's so many shows. I tried my best to make this the most unique show you'll see that weekend out of everybody used and involved, and in every detail you see in VXS there's something that's just completely unlike anything going on that entire weekend. So I think that if people see that makes it all worth it.
Hey, there you go. And again, that's the best mentality to bring to the table. And that's what I meant. I'm more talking about the fact of I know you still want to show, hey, this is what we're bringing. Because again, everyone's going to try to be there and showcase, hey, this is what we're doing. But you also want to make that statement of, no, but this is what we're doing. This is what
Yeah,
VXS
I
is.
want I
So,
want everyone to come together. There's
yeah.
there's, there's a FSW show I moved purposely. I'll give the scoop here. I This show was originally 8 p.m. set time. I We contacted each other through Twitter, and I talked to FSW. He said I'll put on this time, and I was very respectful to him, and I said sure, and I moved it later. You know, like I would, because I'm not a jackass that wants to be at the same time as a prime time wrestling company or hometown company. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I want everybody to succeed, whether
Hey,
it
and
could
that's
be
that's the best thing.
it could be Las Vegas, it could be Seattle, it could be New York City. I'm not about that old mentality. I want everybody to come together in independent wrestling. I don't want to be king of one town. I want everyone to take over and go as far as they could and get out of their comfort zone. And that's what VXS is all about.
Hey, that's awesome, and that's again that's showing the what the company brings, and not only that, but also the mindset going into this. Because you could have easily
Right.
been like, you know what? No, this is the time slot we want to do. We want to capitalize on a prime slot.
Right, and I
But
think
again,
it's
you're
sick it's, like, at midnight for the East Coast. That's sick, dude. It's
hey
like
again, it's
it's gotta be on
Thursday
a
night. It's
it's gotta be
Thursday
on a
night.
Thursday night, you know? It's a vibe.
Yeah,
Enjoy
people
it.
are watching wrestling the whole weekend anyway. Because again, let's be realistic. If you're watching Independence, you're gonna be this whole weekend is gonna be insane. You're
It's
watching
sick. If
everything.
you're a morning person and you wanna wake up at 5 a.m. to the replay the next morning, you could do that if you wanted to. There's so many benefits from it.
Yep. Hey, start your morning off with some VXS. That's the perfect way to do it. But again, this weekend is going to be insane. Guys, go follow VXS right now. Make sure you follow them on Instagram right there, VXS Wrestling. Go follow them on Twitter at VXS Wrestling because you're going to want to stay up to date. Because again, right now, this is the card as follows, but you never know what could happen. Because again, it's Vegas, it's a wrestling weekend. And as the saying goes, expect the unexpected. You never know.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out Struggles and shout
Yep.
out SAT.
There you go. Again, this has been episode 20 of the Indy Perspective. We gave you the breakdown of the card here. You're going to want to go check it out. Links for your tickets are down below as well. Also, go to Fight TV, get that event because you're going to want to watch this over and over again. Isaac, thank you so much for joining me here. And everyone that's watching and that watches after the fact as well, thank you for checking us out. And as always, don't forget
Thank you,
to
Ray.
be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, and respect the craft. We'll
Respect
see you
that
guys.
craft, man.
We'll
Respect
see you
that craft
guys
right there.
on the next one, and we'll see you guys this Thursday.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.